the man of the call.
Hey, here I am.
How's
My
it
bad,
going,
dude.
man?
Good. The email I got was for just July 16th, and Cam's like, "Yo, why are you in the meeting?" I was like, "I don't know. I thought it was on the 16th." I was like, "I'll join it right now. Fuck it. I'm good."
How's it going, man? Pleasure. First time I've seen
Yeah,
you.
yeah, man. It's going good. Can't complain. Just heading off base here now. I'm gonna head home, get my kids and stuff. So
All
been a
right,
good
man,
day.
no problem. Man,
It's been a good day.
so you're the guy of the calls.
Yes, I am the guy who controls the calls, the acquisitions, the whole nine.
So you guys made a property under contract today.
We did.
All right.
Yes,
We're
we
gonna I'm
did.
gonna we're gonna go ahead and have a success call about that right now, bro. I'm gonna ask you questions about that to
Okay.
see how it did go, all right?
All right,
And
man.
we're gonna touch base about other stuff. From now on, as my understanding is, you will be handling with me all this type of calls from now on, right?
Yeah, that's my understanding as well, brother. Yeah,
Uh,
once like we're full swedge into it, our old
Yep.
CRM's into this. It's all it's been all me, but yes, yeah,
All
Cam's
right.
give me the remote.
No problem, man. No problem. Cam knows me. I've been talking to Alfonso with
Yep,
Cam, so now they told me to be handling everything with you, so no, not a problem, man. So
perfect.
first off, man, congratulations for that. That's three properties under contract already. This one was with the Walls Uno. What was
Yes,
the
sir.
name of the lead?
That is correct.
All right, let me ask you questions about it.
All right.
What was the deal size, the revenue projected for this one?
So this one's looking right now, if everything goes as planned, we're looking at 12,000.
Revenue projected of $12,000.
Yes, sir.
All right. What was the motivation of the seller? What made them go ahead
Uh,
and sell the property?
so he was a case of he bought a new property. And thought he was going to be able to kind of, dual hat on two properties, but realized, it's just not applicable for his lifestyle. So he
Yep.
just wanted to cut ties with the old property.
So just get rid of it.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much get rid of it.
Get rid of it and move on to his new one that he's
Move
already
on
bought.
to a new one. All right. How long did it took you to go ahead and close the deal?
Um, well, between my process call and the offer call, it was only a total of talk time was 17 minutes.
17 minutes? What do you do,
7 minutes. Yeah,
magic?
7 minutes for the process call. And then it was another 5 minutes for the offer call, and then the rest of the time was just spent going over the purchase agreement.
All right. No worries about that. Type of offer. Like what strategies did you use to go out and close this deal?
We did a cash offer. That's what he was looking for, was a fast, quick cash offer transaction, and we were able to provide him, really close to what he was actually looking for.
Let's go. So, in other words, it took you, it didn't take you that long to go ahead and close this. Like what was the process during the first discovery call until the closing? How was your approach, your report with this person?
So we're pretty systematic with Embrace Properties. Every process we ourselves, we set expectations. We give them, the result of the conversation, we give them the permission to say no. After that, I jump into just the conditions of the property, any kind of updates been done, anything of that nature. And then after I'm done with the property conditions, we just, wrap it up. I make sure I have all his goals and what his vision is of getting rid of this property are in line with what we could provide him. And then I let him know again that, we're going to be calling him back. We're going to be, the time will be 5 minutes. My agenda, is to make sure you're comfortable and confident. Result is a confident yes or no, and permission's always to say no. So yeah, we're very streamlined here. But this was
Yeah,
definitely the fastest deal I've ever had from
yeah, I can
process.
tell. I can
Yeah,
tell, man. 17 minutes and 5 minutes
yeah,
with an offer.
it was like Spitfire out. I was like, wow, this is
That's great,
crazy.
man. That's great. That's great. So that was pretty much like everything over the phone. Did Alfonso had to go ahead and walk in and see the property?
No, so we don't, unless the sellers uncomfortable with, the docu sign and is truly combatant with like, I need you to come out here. Yeah, we do everything over the phone and we get our disposition team over to see it, walk the property, take some pictures, confirm conditions, and then
Yep.
that's really it.
Okay. All right. Now, which market was it?
He was over in Wayne County, Detroit. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Wayne
Yep.
County?
Yep, Wayne County. That is correct.
All right. Nice, man. What else? I want to know more. Well, you told me it was not that hard to lock it up, right?
No, anyone who really does the acquisitions aspect on the real estate investment side, it's kind of a pleasure when someone's just upfront, honest. Hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is what's going on. So I took that, you change your tonality, you change the way you act with them,
Yeah.
to facilitate that energy. So yeah, I matched his energy. We got along really well. And we were able to build rapport within, 17 minutes of
Yeah,
him
that's great,
signing.
man. That's great. So what are you guys planning to do with this deal? Like novations, wholesale it? Make
Wholesaling.
them,
Yep, we're gonna wholesale.
you want to wholesale it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the breakdown deal by the numbers, how did this make sense for you guys to go ahead and put it under contract?
So the reason that it made the most sense for us is from the conditions of his property. So he bought the property about 15 years ago for real cheap, fixed it up himself, did all the work, did all the updates. And then the location was kind of the key. It's on a good street. Properties are kind of flying off the shelf on that street. Um, so we knew that through the conditions and through his street that we would be able to wholesale this quick, meet his ballpark price, and get us a good commission, about 12 to 12.5.
All right, that was a good
So we
deal.
checked all the boxes. Oh yeah.
So you guys anticipate 12,000 to 12,500 more or less.
Yes. Yep. That's the projected profit as of right now.
So upon this, what will be your advice to people that are really having a hard time like closing over the phone, like trying to like an advice, like what will you tell those people that are getting really good lead quality, quantity, and they keep on calling and calling and calling, but they try to talk to those people and they never get to go ahead and solve something and they get bored of it. What will be your advice for them?
My biggest thing, and this is what I tell everyone on my acquisitions team, is we kind of go by a four-step process. Number one is you have to build rapport. If you're just calling somebody just to, buy their property and you're not invested in what they're saying to you, you're not an active listener, you're gonna have a
Yep.
very hard time because you're not listening to their pain and showing them the direction of pleasure. And
Mm-hmm.
that kind of leads me to my second thing, rapport and then educate. A lot of the people we talk to as acquisitions, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the only thing they know is what it says on Zillow and they fall in love with that. So
Yeah.
it's our job to educate them and show them like, hey, this is why it is what it is, transparency. That is the biggest thing. Three is, that ballpark price. So, I go one report, two educate, three ballpark price, and then being able to let them know why or why not we're in that ballpark price by educating them. And then, my number four thing that I always tell people is the permission to say no.
Okay.
Um,
You make
you
a
know,
doubt then. You make them doubt.
well, right, and you just let them know like, hey, Mr. Seller, it is okay if you don't want to move forward with this. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings because telling people no is hard for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, you build a rapport with them. So it's harder to say no to someone you build a rapport with, which I understand. You educate them because a lot of people just don't know what they don't know, and that's not their fault. Three, ballpark price. And then four, let them say no. If they say no, that is okay. Because if you built a good rapport with them and you educated them, you know, one day they're going to realize that everything you educate them on wasn't BS and they're going to call you back because you built that rapport and you were friendly by educating them on the process.
You're totally right, bro. You're totally right. That the thing about it's okay to say no. by building rapport, it's a good strategy. I can tell you that. That really helped you a lot. I can tell that part really helped you a lot in closing like in less than 20 minutes. A lot.
Right. Yeah. And it's very, you don't have to be super sexy with it or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
hey, Mr. Seller, like when I tell you, if you don't want to work with us, you will not hurt my feelings.
exactly.
Like,
Now, what will be your advice for the people that are actually trying to get new into this thing about digital marketing, inbound marketing that takes
what would
time?
be
What will you say for people that are really having this type of thinking that I'm not getting any leads on the first week? What's happening? They're not picking up. What will be your advice there?
honestly, my biggest thing is trust the process. If they're in other marketing channels, even like the pay per lead or whatever that company or that team's in, regardless, you have to trust the process. Nothing happens overnight, you know, and being working with someone who's willing to adjust and to tinker to the market that they're working for you
Yep.
is a massive impact. So if you don't have the patience to let them do their aspect, let them tinker to facilitate more deals for your team, then I'm a brutally honest man. You might need to find a new gig because real estate
Yeah.
investment's not an overnight pleasure.
Yeah, I know. And I totally agree on that. It's a 4 to 6 months demeanor that you really have to need to have on your mind to understand that it really
Yeah,
takes
and
time.
people, yeah, and the biggest thing, and I understand it, and money is hard for everyone, and not a lot of people, they want to try to pay little and make a lot. And I think that's just some of the craziest philosophy I've ever heard in my whole life. But if you look at it and you track your KPIs and you track where your money is going, right? Your return on investment, you could have that in one deal, one qualified lead. You build rapport with them, you educate them, you get the ballpark, and you give them permission to say no, and you let it work the process out. One deal
Yeah.
could pay for any marketing channel you're looking for.
Yeah. Totally agree, man. Well, I want to thank you for that, Kyle. First
Yes, sir.
success call. Looking forward to have more with you, man. With Cam, if possible, with Alfonso, the three of you guys over the call.